out of order. And although I don't think Councillor McDonald agrees with it, he accepts it. So we'll just move forward and continue the debate. Pauline.
Thank you. I've pretty much forgotten what I was going to say now, but oh no, hang on, I wrote it down. No, look, I get a bit upset about the negative comments about buses that we hear, particularly from one councillor, and I can appreciate where you're coming from, but if we really want to move into a future city for the future, it is a growing city. Look at the building that's going on. We need to provide transport options for our people. And if you think it's not working well enough now, and I've seen improvements, as Councillor Turner has alluded to, and I've seen full express buses on my side of town, on the north side as well, then if you think they need improvement, this is improving it. And this is our part of the bargain with Environment Canterbury, the regional council that runs the buses. We provide the infrastructure. This is us walking the talk and supporting the group that we just supported with joining the MOU previously for supporting free buses to encourage more patronage. I mean, I was at the intersection of Colombo and Beeley Ave at evening traffic time the other night on my bike, and I counted 34 cars that went past with no one in them. Oh, there was a driver. Much the same as you might see a bus with no one in it. Oh, but there's a driver. So 34 cars with no one in it, and there were two with two people in it. So out of 36 cars, 34 had no one in them. So we really got to keep moving forward, and I really support this accelerated project. And I really think that if we can, there's no point in being negative about public transport. We're one of the only cities in New Zealand that are really not performing. Let's perform. Let's make the buses more frequent, more reliable, faster, more comfortable. We know we're getting more electric buses than ever, and more coverage is the next option. So let's work on that rather than being negative about our buses.
Does anyone want to speak out that hasn't already spoken before Sarah closes the debate? Excellent. Thank you, Sarah.
Kia ora. There are no silver bullets for climate change, and within that there are no magic wands to wave and get transport mode shift to reduce emissions. While this is not everything from PT Futures that people might like to have done now, it is a start, and voting against this won't bring other projects forward, it'll just stop this work from happening. Those who continually gaslight on climate change, just asking questions on public transport or cycling, continue to spread misinformation saying that they've had no evidence, or asserting a fact that they increase congestion and emissions while providing no evidence of their own. Gaslighting is a well-used tool by those who simply don't believe, and it's a shame that at a time when the science has never been so clear that they continue this line. I support Andrew's comments about the specific Christchurch context and the lack of action on public transport that has got us to this state. There has been some tweaking, but not the step change in provision of service that's been done in other centres to actually lift patronage. Auckland, not a high-density overseas city, have invested significantly in public transport since 2000 and have seen a huge increase in passenger trips. And while there have been COVID blips, they continue to invest, and they're not high density. They are sprawled and know that more investment is needed. The Northern Busway has been such a success that more people now cross the Harbour Bridge during rush hour by bus than in cars. Councillor McDonald's amendment, while out of order, makes it very clear that he's happy for the government to fight climate change, but that he believes council has no role to play, and that's disappointing.
You do realise the same people pay.
We've heard from submitters today how important public transport is for so many of our residents to get around our city. We continually ask ECAN to do more routes or to lower fares, but we also need to play our part and to do the infrastructure changes that are needed.
Kia ora. On that note, I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Aye. Opposed? Who opposed it? We'll record that. Sam. Sorry. Yeah, Jamie. Aaron, so did you oppose it?
And those two.
Yep. And Catherine.
James.
Yeah. So, okay. Excellent. Thank you. Carried. We'll now close the meeting with karakia from Councillor Templeton.
Unuhia, unuhia, unuhia ki te uru tapu nui o te tānei. kia wātea, kia mama, te nakau, te tinana, te wairua i te awa takata, koe o rā o rongo, and a bit that I've forgotten. I didn't have it in front of me. Homie hui e, taiki e. Wasn't ready for it. I didn't have it open.
You shouldn't have said it. You should have just went straight to the
I've been
end.
so. I had been. You would have known. I've been
Nobody would have
practicing
known.
that first one so hard because it's a brand new one to open today, and I've been. Yeah.